The Dizengoff Street bus bombing was a Hamas suicide attack on a passenger bus driving down Dizengoff Street in Tel Aviv in 1994. At that time, it was the deadliest suicide bombing in Israeli history, and the first successful attack in Tel Aviv. 22 civilians were killed and 50 were injured. The attack was planned by Hamas chief Yahya Ayash on the eve of the signing of the Israel-Jordan Treaty of Peace. Background: Yahya Ayash was disappointed that the previous attack he orchestrated, the Hadera Central Station suicide bombing, had killed 6 Israelis. The bomb used in that attack had been small and made of acetone peroxide, a relatively weak explosive. For the attack on Bus 5, Ayash constructed a bomb using an Egyptian landmine packed with 20 kilograms of military-strength TNT. Surrounded by nails and screws. TNT is not readily available in the Palestinian territories, but Hamas had managed to acquire some by smuggling it in or purchasing it from Israeli organized crime. The device was one of the best ever built by Ayash. Kalkalia resident Salah Abdulrahim al-Sawi was selected for the attack. Al-Sawi joined Hamas after his older brother Hassan was killed in 1989, in a shootout with Israeli forces. Al-Sawi was wanted by the Israeli Shabak, but was not considered a high priority. The day before the attack, Al-Sawi taped a statement saying, "It is good to die as a martyr for Allah, and sages end up in paradise." The attack. Mu'atab Muqadi, a member of Ayash's Samaria battalion, drove Al-Sawi to one of the bus's first stops. Al-Sawi chose an aisle seat on the left side of the bus, and placed the bomb at his feet. At approximately 9 a.m., as the bus was slowing down for a stop 100 meters north of Dizengoff Square, Al-Sawi detonated the bomb, killing 21 Israelis and 1 Dutch national. The powerful explosion lifted the bus off its chassis and the heat melted the fiberglass bus frame. Limbs were projected like missiles into the seating area of nearby restaurants. Following the explosion, a crowd of demonstrators descended on the bomb site chanting, "Death to the Arabs." Police arrested scores of Arab suspects in and around the blast area, though most of them were detained to save them from the crowd's anger. Fatalities aftermath. At the time of the attack, it was the deadliest in Israeli history. However, subsequent bombings have been even more devastating, among them the Jaffa Road bus bombings, the Passover suicide bombing, and the Shmuel Hanavi bus bombing. Yitzhak Rabin, then Israel's prime minister, who was in the United Kingdom on a state visit, immediately returned to Israel. Ayash's name and pictures of the demolished bus were featured in newspapers around the world. Israeli police quickly identified Al-Sawi as the perpetrator. The day after the bombing, with his identity confirmed using DNA, Al-Sawi's family threw a neighborhood party celebrating his martyrdom. That afternoon, the Israel Security Agency destroyed the house, after giving the family 1 hour to remove their possessions.